Hello and welcome to Heartland Cattle Call, your all-access pass to everything Limousin in the Heartland. Whether you're in the sale ring, the show ring, or out in the pastures, we've got you covered. Each episode we bring you exclusive auction previews, market trends, and top-selling cattle straight from the sale ring. But that's not all. We'll also take you inside the biggest Heartland events, showcase top breeders and exhibitors, and break down the latest show results. From production sales to champion ribbons, we're talking with the people who make the industry thrive. Buyers, sellers, ranchers, and showmen who are shaping the future of Limousin cattle. So whether you're looking to invest in lead genetics, sharpen your showmanship skills, or just stay ahead in the business, you're in the right place. Get ready. It's time for Heartland Cattle Call. I am Ashley Weiser here for another edition of the Heartland Cattle Call, and I'm excited to have Casey Fanta of Wulf Cattle here with me. Casey is a Seedstock Manager, and they have a big sale coming up tomorrow, April 3rd at noon. And you can bid at DV Auctions and bid.superiorlivestock.com. Casey, do you want to tell us a little bit about this sale and how your format is different on your sale?
Yes, good morning, Ashley. We've got a little bit different setup than most. Normally, I'd be out bedding bulls and getting pens ready for our sale tomorrow, but that's not the case. I'm actually sitting in a motel room in Fort Worth, Texas, getting ready to broadcast the sale from the Superior Studio tomorrow morning. We started this format in 2020 out of necessity. That's the year that we got struck with COVID, and a lot of the other bull sales were done, but it kind of hit right in the middle of our planning and everything, and we didn't know what to do for sure. So we approached Superior and asked them about coming into their studio to do our sale, and they graciously agreed to help us out, and we came down and broadcast it from the Superior Studio. And afterwards, we visited with our customers to see what they thought and kind of worked through it ourselves, and we decided to stay with that format. We have an open house, which took place last week on Tuesday and Wednesday, and we invite our customers in to spend a day and go through the bulls and take their time making their selections. We can confer with them about their needs. It's not a rush situation like it is normally before a bull sale. You know, customers might show up an hour or two ahead of time and you just barely get to talk to them. So that way we got to go through the bulls with them and sit down and we feed a lot of our customers cattle as well. So it also gives us a time to sit down with them and go through their carcass records from the cattle that they previously sent in, plus even the health records on their calves that they sent in just last fall. So it just gives us a lot more time to work with our customers and find the bulls that really fit their needs and fit their program. So we later then brought DV auction on as well, just as kind of a backup. Not that we've ever had any glitches or anything, but we get a lot of people online, and different people have different preferences. So we brought DV on as well, and it just gives people options. We're very, we try to do a really good job of describing the bulls. We try to get pictures of some of the front end bulls that might work for breeders or specific needs, and then we try to get videos that are very much show the conformation of the bulls to help people make their choice if they cannot come to the sale. We offer some scoring that we do on the bulls for people to reference, or they're always welcome to call me or whatever, and I'm glad to go over the specific bulls and make sure that people get what they need. I feel that's really important for us, where we're feeding a lot of our customers calves and we know the end result. So we want to make sure that they're getting the traits that they really need from a genetic package to move their herd forward.
Yeah, and I think it is interesting to me in that your format is different too, because it really does give you time to really one-on-one discuss their needs and help them and give them time to go home and look through it again after seeing those bulls or those heifers in person and kind of really make that decision on what best fits their needs. You guys have a lot of bulls for sale. I believe there's 330 bull lots and 30 heifers. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. And there's we have some fall yearling bulls. 63 fall yearling bulls, and the rest are spring yearlings. With a large group like that, I mean, of course, our bread and butter is supplying commercial bulls to our feeder calf customers. That's kind of the main focus of our program. But with the numbers we also have bulls that kind of elevate to the top that become breeder bulls and AI bulls or whatever. So having those numbers allows us to really select those outstanding individuals and to offer the variety that people are looking for. I mean, we still have a good selection of red bulls, even though, the black keeps getting more and more popular, and we have a lot of black bulls. We have homo black bulls, if that's what you're looking for, and all the cattle in the sale are polled. But there's just a good selection, and no matter what you're looking forward to work in your program, we feel like we can fill it.
Yeah, and I think you guys do an exceptional job of breaking it down in your catalog too. Amongst growth, calving ease. And you were talking about that level of quality, and everyone recognizes the Wulf Cattle name, highly respected in the industry. And you guys are one of the industry leaders in data collection. And I know there's been more of a focus on those new NALF indexes, and y'all have been involved and talked about that in your cell catalog too. Would you say that those have helped you emphasize those efficiencies to get that large of a quality of bulls to offer?
Yes, it certainly does help. We're excited about the new index because it encompasses some of the traits that we feel are really the strong point of the Limousin breed. So we like that the index includes carcass weight, which is a very important driver now where we are in the industry. The cattle are getting larger. It has an emphasis on ribeye area, which it's the best indicator that we have now for muscle. And then it also includes some dry matter intake, which we collect a lot of that data in our program with our Vitality system. We have 48 nodes that we collect information for feed efficiency. So we're weighing, when those bulls are on test, we're weighing what they eat every day and converting that to a feed to gain ratio, which basically makes up that $G index, the new $G index. And then the dry matter intake, of course, contributes to the TPI index. So we feel that it just, as far as producing the right kind of cattle for us to feed, we feel like that index is going to do an extremely good job. And it suits what we've been trying to do in our program, because it kind of aligns with the traits that we've known were important for a long time. So the Limousin breed as a whole, we've been pushing really hard to increase marbling, and we don't feel like we've ever had a problem with ribeye, so we don't need to worry about that too much. But we need to increase marbling and try to maintain the ribeye that we have, and also increase that carcass weight. But one of our main drivers has been the dry matter intake portion, because if we can find cattle that gain really well and have less intake, that's just better for everybody. I mean, they're going to be more efficient, they're going to be more profitable, and I mean, now there's people taking it as far as they're even better for the environment, because I mean, they're just more efficient. If they take in less, they're gonna emit less. So as far as other data, I mean, we make sure that we get all the weights collected, which most breeders do, but we also try to put a frame score in the catalog so that people have an idea what the size of the animals are. The feed efficiency data is available. It's not printed in the catalog, but it's available, the raw data, if somebody wants it. And then we still one of the few that still do the pelvic measurements on the heifers and everything too, because we just feel like the more data that we can get out there, the happier our customers are going to be, and the more we can fit their needs.
Let's talk about some of the specifics in the catalog. I think obviously one of the standouts is going to be that feature bull that's lot number 1, Wolf's Morris. He was the lead in the National Western Stock Show People's Choice Pen of Three, and his numbers look exceptional. Can you tell us a little bit about some of those featured bulls?
Yeah, so he was the lead bull, and he's an exceptional performer. One of the reasons that I'm so high on him and you want to use him in our program is his sire, Jim Beam, has done a really good job for us, but Morris is just a little bit better for maternal and for milk and maintains the same kind of growth. So I'm just really excited to use him. I think he's kind of the next step forward. He is homo black and homo polled, and we've had interest we've had a lot of interest and a lot of interest from even other countries on him. And so it's going to be really interesting to see how he works out. He's actually at stud already and getting really close to collecting semen. Some of the other featured bulls, and I feel like there's featured bulls all the way through the catalog. We do that
Yes.
just a little bit differently. The bulls get lotted according to how they're penned. So basically it's by age. We get through those few feature bulls that we had on display in Denver, and then after that they're basically broke down by age and what pens they were in. So after that I go into those pens and kind of break them down into subcategories. So we'll have like black growth bulls and red growth bulls, and then maybe black Lim-Flex and red Lim-Flex, and then we have some, break down some calving ease bulls. I try not to call them specifically heifer bulls because some people just want calving ease. And I don't really like to decide the line on heifers if I don't know what heifers are getting bred to. So we just make some calving ease bulls and we'll let the individual breeders decide. But we have bulls that kind of lead off those subgroups all the way back through the catalog that I feel are feature bulls. I mean, we're keeping the semen interest in lot 305. So it's not like all the best bulls are loaded up at the front of the sale. They're kind of scattered throughout the offering where they fit. So
yeah, there's definitely something for everyone in there. I think depending on meeting their specific needs and what they're looking for. What do you look for when making those heifer selections?
Yeah, I guess I tend to ask guys exactly what they're looking for and maybe what the size of their heifers are. I mean, we have bulls that are close to a 20 for calving ease and a -4 birth weight. Those kind of bulls to me are going to work on just about any kind of heifer, or at least as well as anything. I mean, if your heifers are too small, maybe that's not a bull problem. And then there's other people that have larger heifers that probably can get by with a little better than that, a little bigger than that or whatever. So I usually say anything that's kind of a 12 or above for calving ease, or even double digits, and then look at the birth weight, and if they're kind of a 1 or lower, they may work. And I also take the actual birth weight into consideration because it has still got the whole little bit of weight.
You guys also have some heifers available too for anyone that's looking to add to their own herd.
Yes, there's 30 heifers on the sale, and same as the others, they're broke down into categories. I mean, we have black purebreds, we have black Lim-Flex, red purebreds, red Lim-Flex, and there's some Angus heifers. They come right out of the middle of our replacement group. They're heifers that we would keep ourselves to breed if we didn't put them on the sale. And we just we try to make a nice group of heifers that people are wanting to expand their herd or maybe find their next donor prospect or whatever. We try to make those available.
Is there anything else that you think everyone should know that is going to tune in and be looking at your sale tomorrow?
I guess just that we've been doing this a long time, and I'm gonna take we've been doing it a long time, and the way we do it, we almost have to be more thorough on it and break everything down and just open up the book and give all the information on all of the cattle. It's just a different world anymore. People don't always have time to get away and come and look at the bull that they're going to buy, or maybe we send bulls like all across the US. So it's just not feasible for some of those people to come and look. I mean, they can spend twice as much money on a bull if they don't have to travel to get there just to come and look. So we guarantee 100% satisfaction. I mean, if you get the bull and you don't like it, the thing about animals is sometimes they're unpredictable, and maybe they'd be fine at our place, and they get to your place and they just don't suit you or whatever. And if that's the case, we stand behind them. Anybody has trouble with one the first year, we work with them to get them another bull or guarantee them and give them some credit for the next year or whatever. And we've been doing this a long time. We know that taking care of the customer is the most important thing. I do want to give just a little shout out here, and I don't know if it's a spot or not, but I want to recognize that Sonny Booth will be selling the first part of our sale this year for the last time, and he's sold the Wulf Cattle sale since 1989. He's never missed one, and we just really appreciate first his friendship and just camaraderie, but his professionalism and what he's done for the Limousin breed. And so I encourage anybody that has the time to tune in and listen to the first part of the sale, because it'll be kind of special to me.
It will be. Everybody kind of knows that name as well. You guys heard it here first. You don't want to miss this. And the sale is April 3rd, noon, on bid.superiorlivestock.com and DV auction. The catalog is posted, the video is posted, and there's something for everyone. And Casey, I want to thank you. I invited you on kind of last minute and put you on the spot, and you're in a hotel room and you got it done and bared with me on the internet connections and the storms. I really appreciate it, because I really wanted to get you guys on here. I think you're going to have a great sale, and I'm really excited and looking forward to seeing where those bulls and heifers end up at.
Thanks, Ashley. And I just want to say, if anybody has any direct questions, feel free to call me or send me a text. My number's in the catalog, but I'll give it here now too. It's 320-218, and give me a call or shoot me a text, and we'll get talking and maybe figure out how we could help you. And I want to thank you too, Ashley. You've been doing a great job with the Heartland Association. I'm a past board member, and I appreciate what you've been doing. Sometimes I know I can be hard to get a hold of, but I appreciate your tenacity and chasing me down.
I appreciate you taking the time to get on, and I've enjoyed getting to know everybody, and I think that there's a lot of exciting things coming up on the Limousin breed, and I am excited to be a part of it. If you guys have any questions or you just want to chat about what's best for your herd, reach out to Casey, and don't miss this sale. It's going to be one for the books at Wulf Cattle tomorrow.